Okay, good evening, subscribers, my 36 subscribers. Just thought I'd give you guys a quick update on the MZTS 250 restoration that I'm doing. So, as you can see, the forks are on. I painted the forks, all the seals were good, so I rebuilt them and changed the fluid. So, yeah, I did change the grade. I've mostly got about a 12.5 weight in there because I mixed a 15 and a 10 with what I had left over. Seemed okay. So the top yokes, I zinc coated those. They're on, and same with the clock mount. I've cleaned the handlebars up a fair bit. I've got some grommets to go here and here for the electrical. The frame, you know. Oh yeah, this must be the worst and the best design. The reason it's the best design is because obviously they reckon the chain will last 40,000 miles, doesn't get dirty, which is great, and actually it does suit the bike. But because it's completely rubberized, to change one of these rubber gaiter things, you've got to split the chain. So obviously I've taken the wheel out, the rear wheel, and this is the front wheel. I've took these out and they are going to be respoked. I have rim tape, tubes and tyres, and they're going to be cleaned up. I'm taking them to a museum in Norwich, well, North Walsham actually. I thought that was quite nice to support them. I think I could do it, but it may should take me forever. So it's nice to support a museum. But back to this. So I managed to pull the actual, the cush drive rubber side off and just slip the chain off the rear sprocket, take the split link off and pull it through, pull it through the rubber gaiter. I'd moved it all the way so it's in the slacker's position. Could I get it to, I've got the chain on, or got the chain made up, but could I get it over the sprocket and all square, and there's the speedo drive in there. This here is the speedo drive. So it has its own little gear in there. Could not do it. So I had to admit defeat that evening. And the only way to do it, and even that was really hard, is to take, I suppose you'd call this the generator cover. So I took the generator cover after I'd polished it, so I got it all grubby. And yeah, had to pull it through with a wire and actually connect it down here with a split link. And yeah, what a complete and utter faff of a job. But what I did find, I haven't used a manual yet on this bike, so I don't know what wire it was, but still 6-volt electrics, condenser points, and there was a connector right at the bottom, and the wire was off it. I mean, it had broken off the actual push-on crimp, so I've redone that, so I suppose it was a good thing. Anyway, for the bling, a new exhaust system, downpipe, and allegedly best quality pipe. I brought all these spares, the exhaust pipe and my bits of chrome here and there that I need, and my rubber seals, bits and bobs. I bought them from the MZ shop. Seem pretty good. What else? What else indeed? The seat, I've cleaned the seat up. I've repainted the actual rear little cubby hole thing where the toolbox is kept. That's upstairs drying. That looks pretty good. I have new panels now ready for the tank. Talking about the tank and the body panels, the airbox, the battery cover, light binnacle and so forth. They're off being painted. And the guy, it's funny, the guy actually, when I spoke to him, he actually lived next door but one, where I live from like 0 to 7 in Newmarket. So it was a trip down memory lane, taking the panels and tank and bits to this guy. Anyway, he's going to do it black, but I said, you know, you can put a bit of sparkle in there or pearlescent. So he's going to do some test pieces and show me some pictures and we'll decide. So it's not going to be the boring old black it was. It's going to be jazzed up black. But so I'm sure some of you will say you shouldn't do that. You should keep it original. But because I'm having to pay for it. It's just kind of a bit of a boring black. I just thought it'd be nice, spice it up a little bit. So that's the update. So I've got to take the wheels to the museum, most probably at the weekend. I'm still waiting for my mudguards to come back. Should be the end of this week or beginning of the next week. And he reckons it's a 2-week turnaround, and I dropped them off last Friday for the body panels. So when they come, I can literally put the mud guards on the bodywork on, and then I'll be waiting for the wheels. So yeah, it's looking good, I think. So any thoughts? Anything you think I've done wrong? Do tell me. I'm open for advice. I was going to drain the gearbox oil and try, because I've not changed the seals, I've not touched the engine, so I was going to drain the gearbox oil and put one of these seal regenerator fluids in it. I think Lucas or somebody does one, so it'll soften the seals, because I know I've got a little tiny weep on the gear change, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to ride it and see what else leaks and see what I need to do. But I have seen another guy on YouTube, and he mixes this with the oil and runs it, and he's got a really bad problem with his the seals in there, and it's, yeah, burning the gearbox oil away. And day 1, day 2, day 3, yeah, it stopped smoking. So I thought I might give that a go, just because it sat for a long while. But yeah, it's looking like a proper bike now. Thanks for watching. Hope it wasn't too boring for you. I kind of been coming in here every evening doing a little bit, and it's kind of a bit of therapy for me, taking my mind off things. So yeah, thanks for watching. Good night.